I'm Buckley here from Full Moon Convention here in Nashville, Tennessee, 2010, and I'm sitting here with Terrance Zdunich. And Terrance, how do you like the company so far?
It's been great. It's my first time doing a tattoo show.
Really?
So it's awesome. It's kind of a different vibe, but obviously there's a lot of overlaps. I think any alternative culture, they kind of, you throw them in a room together and you have a good time.
I was kind of thinking the same thing too. So of course you're big on the Repo and all this stuff. Is there any chance for a sequel coming out?
You know, anything's possible. Right now, I don't think there's any immediate plans, but you know, I think the sad thing is it costs a lot of money to make a movie. And you basically need to have money people believing that there's utility in making a sequel. And right now, Repo's still kind of under the radar.
Right.
I think that'll eventually change, and then maybe you'll see a sequel. But as of now, I think we're going to have to wait and see.
Fair enough. So tell us about your comic books.
Well, this has been I guess my post-Repo art project. It's called The Molting, and it's a 12-part comic book series that I am writing and illustrating. I'm basically committing myself to almost 3 years of locking myself in the studio like a Korean sweatshop and drawing. So it's called The Molting. It comes from the same twisted brain that brought you Repo. So while there is no singing, it does have a lot of the same dark fairy tale elements, so I think people will dig it. You can find out about that at themoltingcomic.com.
Excellent. So do you have any other musical projects that you work on or that you have coming out?
Yeah, you know, I put performing on the back burner for a while, following Repo. I had been doing it for so long, and I kind of felt like doing something a little bit more underground, as it were, or at least out from the camera, or off from the stage. But I've sort of been. It's been over about a year and a half now, so I'm kind of jonesing to do something. So I got a couple of things on the wire. One is a music project with Repo's music producer, Joseph Bashara.
Right.
That's pretty fucking out there. So I'll be announcing more about that shortly. You can always find out what I'm up to on my blog, which is terrancezdunych.com/blog.
So I noticed that cockroaches are like a big theme with you.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
I was wondering that too for a while. The idea to brand myself as a cockroach guy kind of came when I was coming up with a motif for my website. You know, cockroaches, I realized looking at my body of artwork, from Repo to much younger to even the stuff I'm doing now, I noticed bugs were in everything. I didn't plan that, it just kind of happened that way, so I figured there must be something to it.
Right.
So I decided, you know what, cockroaches, that's going to be my symbol. And I think it comes down to something like, I like the fact that cockroaches are kind of scary, kind of gross, but yet they manage to survive. Like they're tenacious as hell, they're sort of feared, but largely I think they're misunderstood. They're actually kind of clean creatures and all these things people don't know. And so I kind of felt like, well, I kind of feel that way. I feel like an outsider who's oftentimes misunderstood, but yet I like being kind of scary.
Right.
I like being one step ahead. I like the idea when the lights come on and you run away.
Absolutely.
And Graverobber's kind of that way.
Yeah, it's true.
So I think cockroaches just kind of summed up how I view myself as an artist. So I'm rolling with it.
Excellent. Well, Terrance, go ahead and tell us what your website is out there for the kids.
Sure. My website is my name, terrancezdunych.com, and I keep a blog which I update continually, so you can always see what I'm up to there. It's terrancezdunych.com/blog, or you can check out The Molting at themoltingcomic.com.
Excellent. All right, well, kids, that's all the time we have for right now. Terrance, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you kids later.